Gervonta Davis. Rolly Romero hinted as Manny Pacquiao's next opponent for October comeback. There's a reason boxing commands such a unique kind of loyalty. Otherwise, how do you explain the fact that, in one of the sport's most stacked divisions, welterweight, a serious narrative is being built around a 46-year-old fighter who was happily retired not long ago? Then it clicks. That fighter is none other than the sport's only 8-division world champion, Manny Pacquiao. And suddenly it all makes sense. Just last month, despite doubts and concerns, Pacquiao stepped into the ring against reigning title holder Mario Barrios. And aside from a few shaky rounds, it looked like he could have actually pulled off the impossible. Pacquiao's impressive showing against an opponent 16 years younger and after a 4-year layoff was like witnessing magic. The welterweight conversation instantly shifted back in his favor. Now, rumors suggest he could return as early as October to take on a few big names. On the latest episode of his podcast, Wade Clemens floated the possibility of Pacquiao facing either Rolando Romero or Gervonta Davis. Citing information from sources close to Pacquiao's family, Wade Clemens said they had spoken to people, maybe even the man himself directly, and he or they said rumor allegedly that Manny Pacquiao is going to be back in October, and that there are 2 or 3 opponents potentially that are right there for Manny Pacquiao. While noting there's no official confirmation, Clemens, who made his boxing debut on the Darren Till vs. Anthony Taylor card in January, revealed it could be Rolly Romero. After a disastrous 2024, the Las Vegas native bounced back with a dominant victory over Ryan Garcia earlier this year. That win earned him the WBA regular welterweight title. It was later elevated to full championship status following Jaron Ennis's move up to 154 pounds. Second opponent choice, one that I was like, oh, maybe we don't do that, was Gervonta "Tank" Davis, said Clemens. Despite lingering doubts, talk of a potential fight between Manny Pacquiao and the lightweight champion has persisted for some time. Physically, they match each other in terms of size and reach. However, due to the Baltimoreans' ongoing legal issues and reported plans to step away from the sport, the matchup remains unlikely. So, who's next for the Filipino 8-division world champion? 2 names. 1 legend. Who gets Manny Pacquiao? Some believe a fight against Rolando Romero makes sense for Pacquiao. The former enjoys a well-earned reputation as a power hitter. Still, few acknowledge his technical finesse. His fundamentals remain questionable. That could play in Pacquiao's favor, even at 46. His recent showing against Barrios proved that he hasn't lost his legendary speed or reflexes, despite the long layoff and his age. Even one of Pacquiao's former opponents believes he could defeat Rolando Romero. I see that Pacquiao, can throw more punches and combinations and moves very well. It'd be hard for Rolly to get close to him. Shane Mosley told Fight Hub TV's Marcos Villegas recently. It might be hard for many to believe. But some argue that Pacquiao could even hold an advantage over Gervonta Davis. One of those voices is former opponent Tim Bradley. He believes Pacquiao might come out on top, especially if Tank enters the ring in his current state, distracted and unfocused.